Welcome to the Barstool College Football Show, the championship preview, the last show of 2020, 2021, whatever. We at least made it out of 2020, guys. We are here. We made it. How do you feel?
I feel really good.
Oh. You guys are already talking
I
about
feel pretty good.
Oh. You guys doing all right over there?
I feel really good. We got out of 2020, 2021. We got Alabama, Ohio State, two very good teams. I'm not a conference guy. I'm just a team guy. I know other people here might be conference guys. So, good game. Let's have a great game.
You're just a team guy, like my team just assaults people and runs away and kicks them in the face?
Well, that's a fight. Fights happen. I got to fight at work. It's fun.
You've gotten in multiple fights at work. You should probably
I've not gotten in multiple fights.
I've
gotten in one fight. There was one fight. I've gotten in arguments.
You got in a fight with me.
Oh, you didn't hit me? I didn't hit you?
I wanted to hit you.
But you didn't, did you?
I did slam the door so hard a picture fell on you.
Was it a fight?
I'd say it was a fight.
It was an argument.
It wasn't a physical fight.
I was right, and I was also
Can you
right.
Stop doing that?
Well, he's got a bracelet on. He doesn't know what to do with the bracelet on.
I was also right against Steph. So
you
You
don't have to do this when you
I
wear
was definitely
bracelets.
right. He called me a moron from Mississippi.
You called him a bitch.
Huh?
You did call him a bitch.
Do we have? I don't think that was.
All right.
I'm excited the national championship is here.
I am
To answer
too.
my first question.
And also, we don't have the fourth member of our team, Elephant in the Room. Dave Portnoy is not here, which he did say on our last show of the regular season he would not come back. He said he'd be in Miami.
Recorded December 16th, Casey.
Aired on December 19th, Brandon.
This could be my last show.
There we go.
You're not going to be here for championship week?
I don't know. I don't even know when championship week. When's championship week?
January 11th is a championship game, so it'll be like January 6th or 7th.
You know what? I don't know.
So we might have that chair empty for championship
But let me
week.
say this. If it's the only reason I have to be back here, because we don't have anything else, right?
Not until.
And then we're gearing up for Michigan and Detroit, I may just not come back. So yes, this could be my last show.
And he said he probably wasn't coming back.
And he is definitely in Miami. He is working pretty hard on the Barstool Fund. He looked tired as shit, so but he's just not here. So we're gonna have to just do the show without him, which is gonna be okay.
Probably for the best.
Yes.
Why do you think it's probably for the
I was
best?
tired of him anyway.
You're only saying that because he's not here. You know he's.
No, I would say that to his face. Have I never said that to his face? It's just Dave.
No, I just want him to get some rest and relaxation.
And we would have another Big Ten person on the show too, so that would be.
You think he would be an Ohio guy though?
But what about
The only time the show's ever had a representative in the national championship.
facts?
Probably the only team that will ever represent the.
Oh no! A&M will be there next year.
Well,
No.
it's just
A-
fantasy.
A&M
Come
will
on
be there
up,
next
Big
year.
Ev. Come on up.
It's a reality-based show.
A&M will
Casey.
be.
That's actually an interesting discussion. Who
Yes.
Mississippi State's
Out.
the least
Yes.
likely, but Michigan, Wisconsin, A&M.
It has to be A&M first. I mean.
No, it doesn't have to be A&M.
I don't know about that.
You have
You
one
play in
year.
the SEC West.
You have 1 year
And
in
you
the
play in the
sunshine.
SEC West.
Out of Michigan, you know what, Ev, since you are in the national championship,
Thank you,
out
I
of
am.
Michigan, A&M, Mississippi State, who do you
What
think
about
has?
Wisconsin?
What-
I mean, excuse me,
geez, they're
Wisconsin.
Right here.
Mississippi State's out.
Yes,
They're not out.
Wisconsin,
Yes,
Wisconsin, Michigan,
who's the
A&M,
last team to be number one?
Mississippi State
Who's the most likely?
to
That
be
would be
in
Ohio
the
State.
national championship.
Other than Ohio State.
So
Well, I
me-
mean, Michigan, Mississippi State just immediately.
Yeah, talk.
So
throw
it's
it
going to be
off.
between me
You
and
think they're
Dan.
the same?
For sure. Yeah, basically.
A&M's a better, higher ceiling of a program, but they play in the SEC West.
Yeah, they
if
do
you
do
put them
that,
in
yeah.
any
You-
other
you-
division, it would be a different conversation.
They
I'm
do
just
do
talking
that.
about the fact that Wisconsin's path would essentially be win 2 games, win the Big Ten
Mm-hmm.
championship, win the semifinal game.
So you think Wisconsin? You think Dan
I think
has
it's
a better
because
shot?
they at least will get the shot at us in the Big Ten championship.
Right.
Yeah.
Where
Right.
you won't even, you have to play them in the regular season just to get there.
Right.
Or if, say, for some reason you don't get scheduled them that year.
Wisconsin has technically
You're still-
been closer than
Although,
Texas A&M. They
but-
were undefeated in the Big Ten championship and lost by 7 to.
It is.
6 to
Yeah.
last.
It is feasible a one-loss A&M team could get in.
We
on
No,
Alabama's
almost
back.
got in
It
the
almost
playoffs.
happened
Never
this
gonna
year.
happen.
It
We almost
happened
got
this
in.
year.
We almost got in.
Feasible.
But so you're saying that you think Dan has a better shot than me?
It's just
I think his
circumstance.
path is clear.
It's
Yeah,
circumstance.
it's
Wisconsin has
circumstance.
never
It's
gotten that
circumstance.
close.
Mississippi.
We were
You've
Mississippi.
never gotten that close.
We were 13-0 in the big, or 12-0 in the Big Ten championship game.
I know, that's your opinion.
It literally happened.
A&M finished number 5 in the country. Anyways,
Mississippi
though,
State was number 1 just a couple of years ago.
in 2014 for 1
And
week.
that's literally
It was
the height
5
of your
weeks.
life.
It was 5 weeks.
To know that you have peaked in life,
Number 1.
that's
They
a
were number 1
brutal
team.
thing. I haven't even yet begun to peak.
The number.
Yes.
I don't think that's true.
It absolutely is true.
Well, regardless, we'll see what happens. But Big Ed, you are in the national championship.
I am.
You are. So let's get to the High Noon Championship preview. High Noon Hard Seltzer.
Well, no.
Yes, he is.
He's not.
No,
He is.
I am.
Yes, he is.
So let's not do
Mississippi
this.
State was in this game, you wouldn't be like,
Oh,
whole lot
Brandon, if Mississippi State was in the
Well,
national
he's not
championship,
playing though. I mean, it's
you
just
would say we
I have a
were in
degree.
it.
I have a
It's
degree.
college
I'm a
football.
Buckeye.
fair enough. Okay. I
Like-
didn't think I was going to get that
I
mad.
don't.
Jesus
I can't
Lord.
stand the we.
Okay,
what
fine.
position you play? Shut the fuck up.
You
We-
went to- you
not
went to
This
school
is more
there.
the other
But you would tell me shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
no. If you did what position you play, I'd tell you to shut the fuck up.
And if you didn't
it's-
say we about Mississippi State being in the national championship, I would say, why aren't you saying we're in the
there's a
national
good chance
championship?
I'd
Harder.
convince-
It's
I'd play.
harder to be a fan than be a player.
Dan can
Being a
attest.
fan, it's all out of your hands. You have to sit there and fucking die with them.
Last
True.
year when we
It's
lost
true.
to Clemson, Dan can attest. I was not myself for a month.
Yes.
I was distraught
Correct.
for months. I didn't sleep for a week.
Fact.
All right.
I can't believe that you even tried to correct
It's
that.
okay. Fine. He's in the national championship. Congratulations.
Congrats.
I've been on
Brandon-
Ohio State with him the whole
Brandon
time.
actually was the only one who reached out to me personally and did congratulate me.
But
One
he-
person
That's
on the
true,
show
he did.
texted him
He did.
congratulations.
I was too drunk.
That's loser talk. I'll
He did
congratulate
that.
you when you win a
Yeah.
I
title.
congratulated him. on
I will
winning.
congratulate you when you win the national championship, if you win the
No, you
national
just
championship.
forgot.
But
What
you
time
just.
is the team plane going?
Oh, yeah.
Since you're on it.
It's tomorrow night. Well, by the time when you view this, I'll be in Miami. When you're watching on
Are you going?
When's this coming out? We're streaming.
Okay.
Company man.
Yeah.
His company doing it for the content. So now we will get it. Don't interrupt me this time, Brandon. Now we will get into the High Noon Championship preview between Ohio State and Alabama. High Noon Hard Seltzer keeps it real just like we do. Keep this game changer on deck for home gating, watch parties, or any day drinking opportunities. Real vodka, real juice for real fans just like us. All right, here we are. End of the season. Number 3, Ohio State. Number 1, Alabama in Miami. Alabama is now favored by 9, Ev, which has moved a little bit. The last time I looked at it, it was 7.5. I'll be completely honest. I'm going to be a bigger person here. You know this. I thought Ohio State was going to get destroyed by Clemson. I was very wrong. We talked about that. So I'm going to let you just start with this game. How confident are you?
I feel good. I mean, the whole thing with Clemson, what made me feel confident going to the Clemson game was that, like you did, I felt like everyone was just writing off Ohio State. Like they had no chance. It was just going to be a bloodbath, ass kicking. We saw last year. We were the better team last year. I still think we honestly might be less talented than we were last year. But if we play the way that we played against Clemson, we'll beat Alabama. It's just whether that team shows up again.
Is there a scenario where neither Clemson nor Notre Dame were any good at all?
Wait, but Notre Dame was.
No. We can do that. We can do that. I was wrong about that. But is there a
About what?
scenario that when I said Notre Dame was as good as any team in the country, could win the national title, would win the national title?
Would win the national title.
Would win the national title, had the only good defense out of these 4. When I said that on November 27th, material change. I evolved with the times. However, is there a scenario
10 years too late.
where Notre Dame, where
you want me to teach you how to do
I'm
RPOs after
from
this?
Mississippi, we don't evolve very quickly. All right, so
Behind the curve.
we, what am I talking about?
I don't know.
Is the
sucks.
ACC overrated? Is the
Clemson and Notre
ACC
Dame might not be any
overrated?
good.
Okay, so maybe the ACC
But
was
Clemson
an
looked.
overrated
ACC
conference.
went 0-6.
Ohio State didn't just beat Clemson at one position. They were better than Clemson at every
Yes.
position on the field. They beat them at the defensive to offensive line. They beat them on the other side.
And the craziest part is Trevor Lawrence didn't even play that bad.
Didn't play
He
that
had
bad. But
400 yards.
everybody else was outmatched. Travis Etienne disappeared. The receivers
But-
disappeared.
Well, their
Clemson's
line.
offensive
Their
line
line
was
was terrible.
so bad.
Our interior defensive line is phenomenal.
And your interior defensive line, but
Togay
they haven't been that
and-
good all year.
Tommy Togay and Haskell Garrett are phenomenal.
That was the
And on
best they've been
inside-
all
but
year.
on the inside, like Haskell Garrett's been a monster all year.
Trey Sermon decided to become Ezekiel Elliott.
He's the best running back in the country all of a sudden.
Best kept secret in college football.
Why'd you keep him secret?
Well,
he'd only played a few
Oklahoma.
games,
Imagine
yeah.
he stayed at
He didn't-
Oklahoma, they'd be in the fucking final.
He didn't
really
get a
good.
he didn't get a
And
full
Brandon
offseason
was
camp.
fine.
He really did not get the lion's share until the Northwestern game. His
Yeah.
coming out party was the Michigan State game. He had a big game. He really took over the second half. We were blowing him out, but he had a huge game. And then I mean even Master T, like opening snap Northwestern, he was the starter. And then Sermon just got hot, and then that's it.
I think, and I've said this take all year, and I hope eventually it becomes right. I think Alabama's defense is vulnerable. I think it can be gotten.
Again,
Notre
though,
Dame
that doesn't.
Notre Dame. No, you're right. Notre
No,
Dame.
it
Notre
doesn't
Dame didn't
matter.
have the receivers or anybody to test them. Ohio
What
State's
is
going
vulnerable?
to have
What
them.
is vulnerable?
Vulnerable
What is vulnerable?
is giving up 40 points.
Okay, because the way I see this game going, a team that can get 2, maybe 3 stops.
Right.
2 stops and a turnover might win this game.
You can have the discussion, will it matter? It might not matter. But Ohio
Right,
State's going to be able to score on Alabama.
Correct. You don't have to play like you don't have to play good defense to win this game. You have to play
Better offense.
Better offense and have a couple opportune either turnovers or punts where it's like, okay, you stop the momentum here.
But Mac Jones hasn't been put on his ass all year by a consistent opponent. If Ohio State can do what they did to Trevor Lawrence, it's
Alabama's
great.
offensive line a lot better
They're
than
great.
Clemson's.
If Ohio State can do that, force 2 picks, all of a sudden you have a real game. You have a game where your offense is going to be able to keep up with Alabama's offense. So I don't know. Alabama's defense is going to give up points to Ohio State. That's the only thing I know. Can Ohio State get the 3 stops it needs to win the
But in Alabama's offense hasn't. I mean, they've scored so many points this year. It hasn't mattered what their defense
And
looks like.
Jalen Waddle might play.
That's what I don't think matters. I mean, they're good enough.
But I think it still matters because I think if you just put it in Jalen Waddle for 8 snaps and just say run a go route, that's. I mean, you have to at least pay attention.
Pay attention to one other person.
Is he going to be one of the fastest guys
an
on
extra
the field?
weapon?
If it's 70% of Jalen Waddle,
I mean,
that's
I
not
don't
great.
think I don't think he would be practicing if he wasn't at least. That type
He's
of
playing.
speed when you put it on the field,
He's
you
not.
have
We
to
don't
at
know if
least
he's playing or
respect
not.
it. You have to respect it, wouldn't you say? You
Yeah,
can't just be like, oh,
you have to
Jalen Waddle's
respect it.
here. Let me just not cover him.
But it's not. You're going to have to respect anybody Alabama puts on the other side because you got Devontae Smith, the Heisman winner,
Jalen
over here.
Waddle's fucking phenomenal as well.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't know for sure if he's playing or not. Obviously, by the time this comes out, we will know. But if he's practicing, he's at least going to be
I think
limited.
it's a smoke show. I don't think he's playing.
Oh, really?
I don't think he's going from out all year and then playing in the biggest game. I just think it's something for Ohio State to think
Why
about.
would you? Wouldn't
Something
you
for us
want
to
to be
prepare
in?
for.
You give
Well,
him to think about. You give him something to think about.
You think he's still too injured to play?
I think he's probably too injured to play.
They got some fucking crazy ass doctors in Alabama.
Yeah,
Well,
they did.
they-
Remember what they did to
Ankle
Tua's
thing?
ankle?
They
thing?
conquered COVID too.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Nick Saban had COVID, then coached like 4 hours later.
Speaking of Jalen Waddle and Nick Saban, Kristen Saban, Nick Saban's daughter, had some things to say this week. So she tweeted, that's now been deleted. If you're not,
Of course it has.
The tweet hasn't been deleted. Her entire account.
yeah, oh yeah,
Miss Terry
she
told her
is
to
deleted
cut that
off.
shit.
But the tweet
Nick
did get
wasn't having
the
it.
tweet
Nick, I
got.
don't think Nick even knows.
Oh, I
Miss
think
Terry
he-
took care of this one.
Yeah, she just kept it away from Dad.
It is championship week.
So the tweet said, if you're not confident to play, then say it. I call BS on the COVID cases. They're just worried about their QB and want him to have more time to heal. If he's hurt, put in your backup. You didn't see us postpone the rest of the season to wait for Waddle, in all caps, bye.
It's just
Phenomenal tweet by Cardell Jones, by the way.
It's just it's just classic
What?
Alabama.
I don't play school.
No, when he answered and said last time you guys played at Ohio State backup didn't go too well.
It's just classic
Remember when
Alabama,
he
just
said,
making
"Oh,
light of a
fucking
pandemic that's lost over 300,000 Americans.
Nice. That's how you
It's-
spin
yeah, that
it.
is.
Just
It's a good
making
spin.
light of it, that we're cheating, we've had COVID issues for weeks. We played the Big Ten championship game with half our team. We even were missing starters against Clemson. We're missing our starting left guard, a couple defensive linemen.
Throw in a little. What's her name?
Kristen?
Kristen, we're praying for you that this pandemic doesn't affect you because it's affected.
I hope not. I don't want it to
It's
affect
affected a
anyone.
lot of
Anyone.
people.
I love
It's
all
a-
Americans, whether
it's
they're for
callous of
Ohio
you to
State,
insinuate
Bama,
that.
Clemson, whoever.
Yeah, she did
Right.
double
We don't want
down.
anyone to die.
Yeah, no,
Nope.
we definitely don't want
We're
anybody to
praying
die.
for everyone.
Yes, we don't want
Fact.
anyone else to die. She did double down, and then she apologized. She sent out a whole apology. I hope you can forgive me. And now her Twitter account is deleted. But at the kind of crux of the whole thing is that Ohio State does have a COVID situation right now. When we're recording this on Thursday, they are playing on Monday, but they could be postponed for a week.
I've been hearing, I know a friend of Dan's, Dan Patrick, I know he's pretty plugged in with the Big Ten, mentioned that we might be on the fringe of the availability, which would mean they would move it back to the 18th, a week from Monday. I don't really care when we play the game. It doesn't bother. Obviously, I would rather play with our team at full strength, but I think that's what everyone would want, besides Bama. I get it. If it was the other way around, if I was a Bama fan, I'd be saying, yeah, let's play the game Monday. Totally understand. But a national championship game, it's for all the marbles. You want to see both teams at full
No,
strength.
see, this is what you got to say. You got to say, Bama, don't you want to beat the best?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly. You want to
You
say
don't wanna
that
be
for sure.
cowards.
Right,
No, you
exactly.
don't-
Full
don't
strength.
be
You want to see
cowards.
the two best teams in the country
Mano
duke
y
it out.
mano.
How are Justin Fields' ribs?
They're fine.
You checked them?
No chance.
Yeah.
They're fine.
I gave a look.
There's no chance.
He took a helmet from a All-American linebacker right here.
Skowski.
They didn't break.
I know who he is.
You didn't say his name?
Skowski.
Skowski?
Yeah, Skowski.
They
didn't break.
They didn't break.
Oh,
We
didn't break.
would have hurt if they broke. I mean, obviously,
Well, I mean,
the guy's sore. He
you
took a
can
big
not break
shot.
and still be hurt.
The guy's sore. He took a big shot. He'll be fine. He's a gamer.
There's things that they can give him probably.
He took a shot on the
shouldn't have drug
sideline.
him
He
up?
said
I thought we
he's
were-
good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they will.
Okay.
If
We'll
he
do what
wants
we
to,
need to
if
do.
he wants to be, he will be.
He'll be fine.
So let's go ahead and make a pick on this game. I'm going to start with you, Brandon.
Oh, okay.
So
Hi.
I'm going to start. Well, I mean, Big Ev's.
So
If you pick Alabama, you're the biggest fraud alive.
That's not true at all.
You said all year
I could
that
pick
Alabama
whoever I wanted to pick.
stinks. You said their defense
I
stinks.
never said
Notre
Alabama
Dame's gonna
stinks.
kill them.
No, I did not. I picked Alabama to beat Notre Dame. I said Alabama's offense is one of the best in the country. It is the best
You
in the
did
country.
say their defense is
and
not
their
very good.
defense
Is terrible.
Their defense is vulnerable. It's
You
going
got
to
stuck
give
up
up
on
points.
one game against Lane Kiffin.
2 games
in
now,
fucking
buddy.
October.
It's 2 games now. It's the Florida game against
That
Caltrans.
Florida,
That's 46
Alabama was
points.
always going to win that game.
Fine. That's still 46 points. 46 and 48 to Ole Miss.
It doesn't matter when they
Ohio
have
State
that
with Justin
offense.
Fields and Chris Olave and that running back can score fucking
So
points.
take Ohio
That's
State.
why they're covering the 9, and that's why
There
they're
we
winning.
go.
That's why they're winning
There
the
it
national
is.
motherfucking
There we
championship.
go.
Ohio State,
Wow.
money line. Ohio State's going to
Brandon.
win this football
Not
game.
a fraud.
Are you doing that despite just because you don't want to be the SEC
I'm
guy?
going to tell you honestly why I'm doing it. A, I think Ohio State will score a lot of points, so I am going to ride with them. I think it's a good bet. B, anybody but Alabama. I'm tired of these motherfucking Alabama fans. I'm tired of them. It's been 12 years. Nick Saban came in. They dominate the conference. I need somebody else to dominate me at Mississippi State. I've been getting fucked by the same guy for 12 years. I need somebody else to come fuck
Just
me.
because that would be nice, but just
know.
because Alabama wins a national title doesn't mean that they're not going to fuck you next year.
No, I just
You know
need
what's
I
gonna
need
suck?
Saban to retire when they hire
Yeah, you know what's
Dabo.
going to suck?
hire
Yeah, when
Dabo.
they hire Dabo.
I don't think they're
when
gonna hire
Dabo comes
Dabo.
home and they do that.
I
I'm
don't-
coming home.
I think- I'm hoping-
and Saban retires and Dabo has like 20 years.
I'm hoping Dabo is doing his Clemson probation by then and
No,
is
he's-
untouchable
he's
by Alabama.
retiring.
Not that they care. They have no morals or standards.
He's
But
Dabo
So this is just a
coming
spite pick.
no, I think I'm not going to put my money on spite. Ohio State is going to win the football game.
So
Money
Ohio
line,
State
Ohio
money
State,
line. Okay,
yes.
nothing to
Right.
do with spite.
Nothing to do with, well, a little bit of spite.
I'm going to take Ohio State +9. I'm also going to give out right now over 41.5 for Bama, over 33.5 for Ohio State. This game's going to be a
It's going to be a shit.
It's going to be awesome. And Dan, are you a Big Ten guy right now? Is it like because
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
Conference over everything else. That's
No,
sickening.
I don't give a fuck. I just
That's
want to troll
sickening.
people.
That's sickening.
it's
live
not.
to
It's really
troll.
not that sickening.
That's sickening.
No, I don't. I actually do not care if Ohio State. Like, if Ohio State wins this game, I will use it to my advantage online. And if they lose this game, I will not lose a second of sleep.
I don't like what's unfolding.
What's unfolding?
We're all going to pick Ohio State.
I don't like it either. trust me.
Alabama?
No.
Damn.
I mean,
Okay,
obviously,
so
it's not.
you have to take Alabama.
Well, I was going to say I think Alabama's going to win, but I think Ohio State's going to cover.
fuck.
All right, do you want me to do it?
I mean, 9 is a lot of
switch.
points.
I'll take Alabama.
Thank you, Dan.
That's for the good of the conference.
Is that
Thank you.
that's
I
for the
will
good of
take
the Big
Alabama
Ten?
-9.
That's a
I will
personal
bet
favor to you.
Alabama
I-
-9.
But I mean,
I appreciate
you're
it.
taking, are you?
Yep.
I
are-
appreciate it.
I mean,
Bet
you're
it.
taking the money line. You're taking the money line.
I'll take plus
bet
9
I'm taking
Alabama.
to
I'm
win
taking
the
it every
fucking
way.
game.
I'm taking.
No, fuck it. I'm taking Ohio State.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
yeah,
it's like.
I'm looking at it right now.
I mean,
Let's go
I
I'm
think.
Ohio State. I'm not going to
I
tell
mean, he's
people.
right.
I'm not going to tell people I'm going to bet something and not bet it.
Right,
I
he's
will
gonna bet it.
I'm
No,
going to
I
bet
can't.
Ohio State.
I'm tired of Alabama.
I'm taking Bama to win, but I
Take
think
by
by
10.
by 9 points though. I think it's going to be closer than that.
Dude
If you
named-
want
dude
something,
with a
you could
houndstooth
do a
hat.
Tampa Bay Bucks Alabama money line parlay.
Named
Who
Dylan
knows?
working at fucking
Okay, there you
O'Reilly
go.
Auto
There,
Parts.
I gave you the. That's a
Roll Tide.
back way version of taking Alabama.
I know like the graphics every time there's a show like this where it shows all the same teams and that's like the death wish. What we'll do, Blattman, you can have it to where it's money line and who you think's actually going to win the game. So then all the
What she
Blattman,
said is
Blattman, you can do it to where there's different graphics, okay? Please, so that nobody can screenshot it and Ev won't lose his mind. He gave me the thumbs up. So is that okay now?
It's good.
So we're
I
all
like
taking Ohio
State money
State.
line as well.
Oh,
Cancel my parlay.
so 3 all Ohio State.
Yeah.
I'm
Go
going to take
Buckeyes.
A&M.
You know, I don't give a fuck.
A&M.
Ohio State's
I'm
gonna
still
win
thinking
the
about fucking
game.
A&M.
Yeah,
Huh?
Ohio State's going to win the football
Ohio
game.
State's not worried about our punk asses.
Over
We're idiots.
41.5, over 33.5.
The over
My
is-
score
over is
prediction,
good, too.
49-45 Ohio State.
Oh,
I'd win
jeez.
all the
Wow.
way 3-0. I'd go 4-0.
We're all
Money
taking
line,
the over.
Spread, team total.
We're all taking
Love
the
it.
over.
Out in Miami.
Alabama might just blow them out, though.
Well, that's
Alabama's
why you take
gonna win.
Alabama
Take
over
Bama,
41.
Brandon.
No, I'm not.
Alabama's
I'm
gonna
not.
win.
I believe in Ohio
We
State.
might blow them out.
I'm to you.
You can't
We
go.
just blew out Clemson,
You-
Brandon.
Here's the
Clemson
thing.
ain't Bama.
Here's the thing. If you take Ohio State +9, Alabama over 41.5, Ohio State over 33.5.
You just want points.
You can't lose all 3 of those.
You just want happiness.
You can't lose. Give me a number that loses all 3 of those.
Well, a low-scoring game.
Go. Okay, give me a low-scoring game.
Alabama 24, Ohio State 10.
That's just not going to happen.
Not gonna happen.
Well, I gave you a low-scoring game.
Well, if you think Alabama's defense is so bad, how could you possibly think they're only going to score
I
10
don't know.
points?
He asked me to give him a game, to give him a score.
Yeah, but it's realistic.
Realistic score, Brandon.
What's a realistic low-scoring game?
37-24. That beats you in every way.
You really think that?
No,
Ohio State will only score 24?
that's not that low scoring. Either.
How many points do you think Ohio State will score?
Between 30. I think there's no wait to win the game. They're going to have to score 45.
No, but how many do you think they're going to score?
They're going to get to 31, no problem. Both teams will get to 31, no problem. It's where you go after that.
Then if they get to 31, no problem.
Yeah, then you're fine.
Then I really am fine.
Then you're
because
fine.
Then unless it's 41-31.
Yeah.
Which would be a weird score.
I mean,
then I'd lose it all.
You can't rule out
I would
weird
not
scores.
be a fan of that score.
That would be so fucking funny if it ends 41-31.
I know it wouldn't.
I'm actually going to try to find a way. Maybe I'll have Westy make a bet. 41-31
Exactly, 41-31.
exact bet. Odds.
I mean, Alabama did score 31 last game out.
Against
Notre Dame, the only team with the defense in this four.
They didn't. I mean, Notre Dame they stink.
They stink.
They stink.
Fine.
So we don't have it written in the script, but I want you to come up with a trivia question off the top of your head that Dan can answer.
A trivia question off the top of my head, the Dan Katz can answer right here. Why do you have 4? Or is it a 4 horsemen question?
4's up.
A trivia question that, okay, so, okay. Devontae Smith is the third, this is easy.
Tim Brown and...
No. He's the third non-quarterback running back to win it since 2000. Who are the other two?
Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram.
There it is.
That's very easy. They're all Alabama.
They're all Alabama. Sue should have won it.
Yeah, in 2009, Mark Ingram shouldn't have won it.
Is that it? You don't want to try again?
That was, you asked me.
So Dan just won.
What was the closest Heisman race ever? Well, actually, I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know it either. All right, what's the biggest Heisman blowout of all time?
Was it
Joe Burrow?
I think Jameis.
Joe Burrow.
Was it Joe Burrow last year?
I thought Jameis won by a shit ton.
I'm pretty sure
didn't he break
Joe-
Troy Smith's record? Troy Smith had a big
I'm
blowout,
pretty
too,
sure
which
Joe
is-
Burrow.
I think Eric Crouch won by very small margin.
Yeah, 2001.
I think it's Joe Burrow.
Okay.
The biggest margin. or
Super.
smallest?
Joe Burrow.
Who was it? Who was the smallest? Who was it?
Mark Ingram and Toby Gerhardt.
Oh.
Toby
Was the
Gerhardt.
biggest Jameis Winston? I could have.
I love that we're just asking Katie, just like off camera.
Well,
I'm like,
that's
I'm
Katie's
like,
stats.
I'm like pretty sure.
What was Eric Crouch's Heisman moment?
Does it beat Missouri?
Yeah, the 94-yard run.
Yeah.
Where he ran like 130 yards.
They had a lot of Heisman moments against, or big moments against.
I think
he had
Joe-
like the immaculate season.
Yeah.
James's Heisman minute was the.
It was Joe Burrow. That's what I thought it
Was it
was.
Joe
Yeah,
Burrow?
Joe Burrow. I thought it was Joe by like a billion.
Oh God! If y'all cracked her
y'all-
phone.
Did we
It might have been
Did we
Jameis
crack
at
it?
the time.
It was.
I need to go back and look
Yes.
that up. But
Okay.
No, okay. All right. So good show.
You didn't give a pick, did you?
Yeah,
Yes, I
she said
did.
she took Ohio State.
Ohio State in the points, but I think Alabama will win. That was the whole point of the argument about somebody needed to change. Remember?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So anything else you guys wanted to say?
What a great season.
It was a good season.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, well, I mean, we got
Like,
through the
what
COVID.
are you talking
What a
about?
great
It was a
season.
fucking terrible
What a
season.
great
It was
season.
a good.
We didn't get to
What a
go
great
anywhere.
year.
We didn't get to go
There were
anywhere.
No fans.
Great year.
Yeah.
Games got canceled left and right.
But
Great.
Like,
Dan,
they
there
put
was
a bunch of
season.
fucking college kids at risk for our own entertainment. This season sucked.
That is kind
put it
of
like
true.
that.
Big Ten played
It is
5
true.
games. Pac-12
6.
played 4 games.
Mississippi State won 4 games.
it was-
Won a fight.
This was
A&M
the worst season
Well, yeah.
in the history of college football.
A&M did finish
Tomato,
with 5.
tomato.
What?
The way you put it
Great
that way,
season.
Dan.
Your
I mean, how am
opinion.
I supposed to go against that? I mean,
What?
like him saying we put college players at
It
risk.
is your
like,
best season of all
What a
time.
great
so.
season.
Yeah.
What a great season.
We,
we
the
just had.
the 5 of us had a nice season.
Oh, it's just the fellowship we all shared. Man,
and
what
hopefully
a
next year
great
we can go back on the road. But I guess we'll see you guys in August, September if there's college football. I hate that we're ending on such a sad note. Say something funny, Dan.
Just zoom in on Brandon's face. That's funny.
Go Bucks.
Look at it.
Go
Look at
Bucks.
his face. Look at his face. Zoom in on it. Right there.
That's. Okay.
Bye, everybody.
I've been thinking I had a booger the whole time.
I don't want to fish hook him. When
Don't
it's
fish hook.
COVID, I
No,
want to fish
don't
hook him. Oh,
Eye gouge. Dirty.
what a great season.
Show's over.
Great season.
One thing to remember when you're gambling on the Barstool Sportsbook app, make sure that you gamble responsibly, know your odds, know your chances of losing.
Gamble responsibly. Nobody wants to end up in a trash can.
You can play with Penn National, which is a licensed and regulated operator. Big words. If you have a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.